Right, so some vector stuff. Haven't done that with me yet. Hopefully you're doing a bit with Beverly, and we will come back to it and go over it again. But resultant, I should know from mechanics, resultant is where you add two things together. So the result of doing this vector and this vector is parallel to this vector. So parallel means heading in the same direction or the same gradient. So actually the method I used when I was solving these is pretty clunky, but a couple of you did a really nice method of solving this. I'm actually going to share that with you. So a plus b, let's find the resultant of vector a plus vector b to start with. So I need to add my i's together. So I've got 2p plus 6 i's, 2p there, 6 there, just adding them together. And I need to add my j's together. I've got minus 5j there, minus 3pj there, pj. Anyway, so that's the resultant. That's my vector. It's pretty ugly because we've got lots of letters in there that you're probably not too keen on, but that's the resultant of A and B. Now it's parallel to this one. So parallel, remember, means same gradient. So rise over run should be the same for both of them. So if you think about this, J's are movements upwards, I's are movements across. So the rise in this vector is minus 5 minus 3p. The run is 2p plus 6. The rise in this vector is minus 5, and the run is 4. And now if they're parallel, the rise and the run here must be the same. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 4 to solve this to start with. So I'm going to give myself minus 20 minus 12p over 2p plus 6. So you can do this anyhow you like, equals minus 5. And multiply both sides by 2p plus 6. That will give me minus 10p minus 30. Solve this. I'm going to add 12p to both sides. I'm going to add 30 to both sides. You get p equals 5. So really well done. That was a really nice solution, those people that did that. So where'd you get your marks from that? So 1 for your answer at the end. 1 for some kind of calculation with these gradients and putting them equal to each other. So there was kind of 2 marks lurking around here. You could have got it in a variety of ways. And then 1 for a sensible method in how you solve it. So very well done, anyone that picked that up. Really impressed. If you didn't, I kind of balanced your results out to get it. Find the resultant of vectors A and B. Well, now you know what P is. You're just sticking P in here and in here and working that out. So P is 5, 2P plus 6. P is 5, that's going to be 10 plus 6. I'm sure most of you can do that. 16. And in the other one, minus 5 minus 3p. It's going to be minus 5 minus 15 minus 20. So the resultant of A plus B. Remember, when you do vectors, you're underlining them every time. It's really hard to do bold when you're writing it by hand. So underline them will be 16 i's plus 20. Ooh, not plus 20. Minus 20. J. Marks. 1 for your answer. You can see it's only worth a couple of marks. And then 1 for multiple variations of your method, but only 2 marks on that question.